Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hello, and welcome to Scrapple News. From high atop the Scrapple News Towers here in downtown Philadelphia, I am your reporter, AP Ticka. But hey, you knew that, and so did I. Our top story. Criminal justice system officials in Philadelphia have quietly dropped felony charges against more than 19,000 defendants who skipped court years ago. At the urging of Pennsylvania Chief Justice Ronald D. Castile and District Attorney Seth Williams, Philadelphia judges closed criminal cases and canceled fugitive bench warrants for thousands of accused drug dealers, drunken drivers, thieves, prostitutes, sex offenders, burglars, and other suspects. I'm glad we can let bygones be bygones in the city of brotherly love and looking the other way. Here's hoping the feds will forget all about that kilo of fine, flaky Peruvian snow they found in my suitcase in the Miami International back in 1979. Here's hoping. In local gambling news, SugarHouse Casino in Northern Liberties hit a milestone last week. Its first armed robbery since opening in September. Despite 24-hour security patrols inside and out, not to mention a state police outpost, regular checks from city officials and officers, and more than 500 surveillance cameras, 3 women were robbed at gunpoint at the casino's parking lot last week. But if you ask me, I was waiting for you to ask me. Are you asking me? The real robbery is going on inside the casino, and they aren't even using guns. And it's perfectly legal. According to a class action civil rights lawsuit filed last week in U.S. District Court in Philadelphia, McFadden's Bar in Old City has an official policy of no blacks allowed, or at least strongly discouraged. The bar's dress code forbids excessively baggy clothes, hats or work boots, plain white t-shirts, hooded sweatshirts, and athletic jerseys. We don't want black people. We are a white bar. The bar's general manager, Walt Worcester, allegedly texted to another manager recently, according to the suit. The lawsuit, filed on behalf of bartender Michael L. Bolden, who is black, claims that McFadden's and its parent company, East Coast Saloons, have created a culture where racism and racial segregation are not only tolerated, but mandated. McFadden's? That's an Irish bar, right? I mean, you know, there was a time not that long ago when you would see signs outside bars and inns in England that said, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. Talk about the pot calling the kettle an N-word. McFadden's, you can pogue Mahone. And for those of you who don't speak Gaelic, kiss my butt. And it's now time for Hot Carl and Sports. Hot?
Thank you, AP. It's time for Scrapple Sports. Holy shit! Did you see what the Eagles did to the Redskins last night? Mike Vick and the Birds set a bunch of records. They had 59 points 10 minutes into the third quarter. The Eagles spent the last 20 minutes trying not to score. As our original First Lady used to say, suck it, Washington. Texans, Jaguars, here comes the Hail Mary. What do? You knock it down. Here it comes. I said knock it down, not right to that guy. Texans lose. And in the time it took to watch that clip, the Eagles just scored 21 more points. 76ers are off to a slow start, but GM Ed Stefanski signed the first female NBA player. That's something. Xingling Long of China will join the Sixers for the next homestand. Long is deadly from 5 feet and in, and expects to average 25 points and a free game. That girl is 1 in a billion. That reminds me, AP, how long is a Chinese woman's name?
You are absolutely right, Hot Carl. Good point. This is AP Ticker, and I am out.
One of the best Irish bands in the